Hi, in this video, we are solving the last numerical, that is the 18th numerical from the exercise for the chapter Laws of Motion, which is the fourth chapter of 11th standard physics. And after solving so many numericals, I think this is like a sweet finale where we have a very small match the following type of sums, where all we have to do is where we have been given different types of collisions and we have to match the examples or illustration that fits the definition of these collisions. Okay, तो सबसे पहले हमें दिया गया है इलास्टिक collision. Now elastic collisions roughly means कि energies before collision and energies after collision should stay the same. Most practical situations does not satisfy this condition. The only practical scenario where this condition is satisfied or is possible is when we look at the molecular or the micro stuff. So atomic collisions or molecular collisions, उस cases में ये true रहती है. And the only illustration that satisfies this condition is the molecular collision that happens in gases. So if we were to represent the illustration for elastic collision, it has to be the second illustration. Now, second, we have the second type of collision, that is the inelastic collision. To be specific, it's the partial inelastic collision because elastic collision में दो types होते हैं. So most everyday interactions that we see can qualify for this inelastic collision. So whether you hitting a ball with a bat, or a marble hitting another marble, or a striker hitting the boundaries of the carom board, stuff like that. So also you kicking a wall. So these are all examples of inelastic collision as they satisfy the condition for inelastic collisions. And so these are the illustration numbers that matches the inelastic collision. And then we are left with the perfectly inelastic collision. So this is like a special condition for inelastic collision where the colliding bodies before collision, which were separated after collision, now travels or are connected and then they move. So the only illustration that satisfies this condition is the fourth illustration, where a blob of clay is dropped and it stays on the ground, doesn't bounce back. So this is an example for perfectly inelastic collision as it satisfies its definition. And then we have a definition of collision in which the particle collide with each other. So these are head-on collisions. Head-on collision basically means when the particle which collides stays in the path of collision and it does not move in any other path. So the only situation where this is happening true is in the third case and in the fourth case. So when a marble hits another marble, they continue to stay in the path of collision. And when a striker hits the boundary and traces back, basically it rebounds. So head-on collision condition is getting satisfied. So this is the illustrations that satisfy the condition for head-on collision, that is the stationary marble and the striker striking. Okay, so third and sixth, and this was it. Very simple question, very easy question. With this, I hope it helped you. Thank you. PDF is available in the description, so do check it out.